Hello folks, welcome to the Minecraft Breakdown with me, Rodney12 the Mighty Gulliver. Thanks for popping by. Feeling like a sellout after using 20 years of experience as a reclusive top tier rap legend to make a Minecraft song that revolves around a long running joke only 15 people have seen to please one of 13 loyal subscribers, please love me, I decided to try and feel better about myself by rectifying a mistake I made during a literal moment of madness I had in real life. This stupid monstrosity of a build was meant to be a creeper farm, but in actuality it's a banging over-engineered glow squid farm which can lick my int sack as far as I'm concerned because I want to be the king of gunpowder, not the king of dimly lit item frames. Big difference. As previously discussed in episode 7, this structure needs a serious reduction in height to promote a more efficient creeper rate of death and also help contribute to a joke that I thought of last week that I'm well jazzed about. So, the plan is to cut this sucker in half and remove 14 scientifically decorated platforms to improve the farm's gunpowder rates. Let's have it. Grabbing a handful of thin wood like your mum on a honeymoon and sorting out dinner arrangements, I headed into the functional underground cave kingdom to grab some iron byproduct for my opium farm. I crafted an anvil for no other reason than to set up the amazing joke you're all dying to hear, made a sword and forged 5 iron axes. Looking like the offspring of Wesley Snipes in Las Vegas, I tested... Hold on. Can I even say that? Is that racist? I mean, like... I describe myself as neon on black, but just because I'm black, it doesn't mean I'm black. You get me? And Wesley's a real dude. What? What if I said Blade instead? He's fictional. Oh, what if Marvel tries to sue me for using his name? Seriously though, is this skin my flesh or an elaborate onesie? Am I doing blackface? Oh my god. What? Moving on. Looking like the offspring of Las Vegas and a white dude that just happens to be mostly black, and because I've got a sword I slightly resemble a comic book character that rhymes with schmade. Have I just invented Schmade Vegas? Schmade Vegas. Anyway, I tested the sword's murder efficiency by mercy killing some skeletons I had cooking in my war crime simulator so I could convert the XP gained into a glorious joke I'm about to tell you. Get ready. Now, we're all in agreement that this shameful tower of excessive wood needs to be reduced to something more appropriate, yes? So I used the anvil to rename the axes Naked Grandma, because that seems to do the trick when it comes to any unwanted erections I have. Back outside, I grabbed some dirt to pillar up to the top of the platform. It was a nice view and all that, but when I got to the top I kind of realised that I now had a content related problem. This farm is situated under a massive wooden parasol designed to block light out. Getting pics was going to be interesting at best, and then the bloody sun started setting, so I just sighed and got to work. I'd put a top layer of glass on the top platform's topmost top bit and I was gutted I didn't have a pickaxe enchanted with silk touch that would allow me to get the glass back in one piece. I had to smash it all and it bruised my soul. I love glass so much. I soon realised that I really underestimated the amount of naked grandmas I would be needing to reduce the erectness of the farm to something a little bit more flaccid, so I unpillared back down to ground level for a reassessment. I quickly stashed away my wood like a teen when an unannounced parent interrupts their me time, and I went back to the war crime simulator. I needed to obtain more experience points so I'd have enough to rename the 18 axes I calculated was enough to finish the job and keep a joke alive. And for the purposes of saving you from boredom, just know that I smashed through more wood than an eagerly promiscuous gay lumberjack and died twice getting wood like an elderly man with extreme severe blood circulation issues. The rest of the footage was basically all in the dark and not worth showing. One quick time jump later I got down to the last 4 platforms which put up little resistance as the last 2 naked grandmas worked the magic. I capped off the edges, spawn-proofed the roof with buttons, and job done. So remember kids, it takes 23 naked grandmas to get rid of an unwanted erection. Don't ever say I don't teach you out. Right, we'll end the episode here. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for coming. Take care. For God's sake, what's going on? What's all that racket, man? I could hear the distinct symphony of bullying coming from somewhere nearby. Somebody needed help. To my right in the distance I spied 3 larger rock formations giving a little block of diorite some grief near the edge of a cave entrance. As I made my way over trying to figure out if I was hallucinating or not because I've never seen talking rocks before, things escalated quickly and the leader of the gang stepped forward and threw the diorite block off the edge of the drop. Realising what I was watching was actually real, I improvised at warp speed, whipped out a bucket of water to create a water stream that broke the fall of the scared little block, and just in time too because the diorite splashed safely into the water about a metre off the floor. That could have been well messy. Even though I was more than hard enough to beat all 3 of the bullies with just the bucket, I was a bit pressed for time, so I switched to a sword to be a little bit more efficient, and then I went all schmade Vegas on the offending chaps. Fuck a parlay. Faster than you can say what the fuck is this content, I ran the granite thug through by perforating its liver. They had no chance. Then, faster than you can say this is really bad editing, the cobblestone dude met a gruesome end as I ploughed a good 3 foot of pointy iron death into its stomach. Ha ha! Wasting no time, I performed the most unbelievable jump you would have ever seen if I recorded it and landed like a panther next to my prey. Amazing. As his friends' bodies hit the deck next to him, the netherite was trying to hide his fear by putting up a facade of bravery, but he didn't fool me. I was totally going to kill the little dickhead anyway, because fuck bullies, but I decided to hold off a little bit, test his mettle and flex my improvised situational pageantry. Why doth thee bully one so minuscule? Speak truthfully, brute, or I will leave thine courts for the folly of geologists. Answer me. Fuck you, old man. I ain't saying nothing. The cocky rock's response instantly set me on maximum tweak, so I ran him through and took my time and pleasure jiggling and wiggling my sword about inside the marvel little bellend before death and gravity took hold, sending him crashing to the floor with his deceased buddies. And for the record, I'm aging, I'm not old, I'm just saying. Still buzzing from the adrenaline flooding my system after coming to the aid of a bullied diorite block, I quickly buried the evidence of my justifiable triple homicide and went to console my new friend. Obviously they were quite emotional after their ordeal, so I just kinda hung around a bit, offering non-verbal support, rubbing the shoulder awkwardly until they were ready to talk to me. Poor little thing. Upon relocating to my base to dry off and get warm near a campfire, the diorite block eventually opened up about what had just transpired. Apparently, this gorgeous arrangement of perfect 90-degree angles was Princess Roxana, daughter of the Diorite King. This king was one of 5 gang bosses from a place there's no human word for that was really, really far from here, where some rocks were born sentient. I'd never heard of it. There were loads more to her story, but honestly I just phased out. I'd never really seen a stone folk before and was mesmerised by her obvious wit, high intelligence and massive pair of tits. Focus, Gulliver, focus. Just focus. She asked me if I would escort her home and assured me I would be rewarded handsomely for my task. I stalled for a bit for theatrical purposes, but I said yes because I didn't have much better to do. We talked for a bit longer, getting to know each other. Then later on, during a fabulous sunset, we shared a beautiful moment of intimacy. Then we cuddled up to watch the moon rise, enjoying each other's company. We went to bed late and got up early to plan our journey over breakfast. I was well excited.
Wheat and seeds, yo, I need some more. Wheat and seeds, where do you keep yours? Wheat and seeds, yo, I need some more. Wheat and seeds,